What's up, guys? Nazarov here, and so today I've been wanting to record this and upload it on YouTube for quite a while now. This is a Formula V race that I had about 3 weeks ago, and this was over in Summit Point Raceway, as you can see here. It was a very close race between me and one other guy here, whose name is Cooper Horwell, in the number 2 car here. And this was one of the best races I've had, and I kind of wanted to break it down and just break it down for you, the viewers. See what I did right, see what I did wrong. Overall, it was a very close race. And we're gonna start at lap 3, because that is when he was catching up to me, and that's when the battle started. So this is just after crossing the start-finish line. We're going into the first corner here. Very tight left-hand or right-hand turn. And this guy's strength was in corners 1, and I want to say on this corner as well. However, he did go off track a couple times during this race. And I'm actually quite good at this track now. I've done it several times where I can make a lot of time here, especially in this series of corners right here. Here I had to brake real hard to avoid hitting him. He hit the brakes pretty early on back there, and I was actually really close to hitting him, but fortunately I reacted just in time to prevent running straight up his ass. And up here, if you see, you're going to see a blue flag coming up. This corner here is pretty tough because you can take it flat out if you hit the line and entry just right. It's very, very hard to pull off. Usually I have to at least hesitate the throttle just a little bit. And this is where you'll see every single lap we were almost side to side here. Now here I take the inside coming into turn 1. And you'll see he comes up right up behind me, slots in right behind me, trying to gain that speed, and he's right there with me. Takes the inside on the left-hander here, forcing me to get behind him. And this is how it essentially goes for the whole race. We are swapping positions once or twice almost every lap. Here you can see it doesn't look like I'm gaining much on him, but I am. I was actually slightly better on him than him on this set of corners. As you see, I'm actually pulling him in at this point, coming down this straight. And right here, we're going to switch over to this angle. Coming up beside him, but it's just, it's just so tight. I didn't want to risk it, so I had to lift a little bit, let him get ahead. I didn't want to risk hitting him. I also didn't want to risk going too fast and going off track. If you run the Formula V, you know that this car is very, very easy to spin if you're not careful with your throttle and brake inputs. Here we are, I'm coming in on the inside, and I'm thinking I'm going to take the inside, and he agrees. He's going to take the outside because, and I was afraid this was going to happen, he gets a better exit. I figured that was going to happen. Right there, he kind of taps me a little bit, just a little bit, on the rear inside wheel, and he backs off just enough where he goes off track a little bit. Actually, he gets back on. That gives me a little breathing room, but you can see that slipstream. He's right up there in there, and here we go into the tight left-hand hairpin here, coming into the first corner for this sequence of turns. And this time here, I am actually gaining on him just a little bit again. And again, it's a repeat. I'm going to be coming right up on his ass. And as you see, he just shifted up into the fourth. Almost tapped him right there with my front left wheel. Got on the inside, but had to let him go because I just didn't have the good angle. So I let him get ahead on this lap. Coming down this straight again. He's going to take the corner. It's going to be... He's going to be taking the inside and I take the outside. But this time, I did a reversal on him. I tried to get up behind him this time, but I just couldn't quite get there. However, I did get the inside on the following corner. Coming up here left. And he, unfortunately, had a little bit more speed and a better angle than I did, so I let him go. I was afraid of hitting him at that point. I just did not want to risk tapping him. But here we go into the tight hairpin coming in left. And you can see I kind of lost it a little bit there, went out on the outside, but I was able to hit the gas hard, get back inside, and chase him down. And here we have a car that's being lapped. Unfortunately, this blue flag, I was a little nervous of the blue flag around, but I was able to get around him. Unfortunately, I had to let him go. And going into this corner, you see how much time he gained right there. And here we go. Past the start-finish line. I'm right up beside him. Coming up beside him again down this straight. And you'll see right here coming in, I'm going to tuck in right behind him on this right-hander. And he spins out. Oh man, he spun out. Look at that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that again, because this was the point of the race where he finally made that mistake. And a lot of times in these Formula races, these Formula V races, if you get into a battle like this, a lot of times it comes down to who makes the first major mistake. And that's what happened here. We're going to go into the, let's go into the roll bar view. And we're going to start off here. And we're going to just slow it down. You can see here how close it was. When I saw him starting to spin, it was right around here. I saw his rear end starting to slide, and I knew he was going to spin out. But which way was he going to go? I just had to make a decision. I tapped the brakes real quick. You can see a slight dive in the nose as I hit those brakes slightly, just enough to control it and just enough to eke past him. And as you can see, he kind of, let's go ahead and rewind that a little bit. As you can see, he spun around and I got past him. And that was basically the race right there. From there on, I go on to take P2 at the end of this race. Overall, it was a very good race. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time battling that guy. Unfortunately, didn't have comms, but I did say like he was excellent. It was excellent racing against him, and it's not that often where you find someone that has the control that can safely race in a Formula V competition. So there you go, guys. That's it. From there on, I go on to take P2. The rest of this race is not really interesting. But yeah. If you guys want to see more replays like this, some more breakdowns, let me know. I do actually enjoy looking over my my race footage and kind of figuring out like what did I do wrong, what could have I done better. Here, this is more about an overview of the actual head-to-head race I had against the number 2 car. But there are times where I just kind of sit there and look at my races and check on my lines, check on my braking points, etc. Alright guys, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.